It's now time for the national anthem. Could everyone please stand up quietly? Could everyone please be seated?
Go.
Now we'd like to recite our school oath. The flag reminds us that Australia is our home. We respect our parents, friends, teachers, school, and community. We believe that everyone is important and deserves a fair go. We want to make Bethal a fair, safe, and happy place for everyone. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea, and community. We pay our respects to their elders, past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today.
And Breakfast Club is now happening on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday. It is happening on every single school day. So come on down, 8:30 a.m. in the Burr Building. Have yourself some breakfast. The more the merrier. And we'll see all your smiling faces down there next week, I'm sure. Can you believe we are already beginning to plan for 2025? My goodness, time flies when you are having fun at Bethal Primary School. What that means, though, is that you might have a little brother or a little sister or a cousin or somebody you know who is about to start school. And if that's the case, you need to let them know that it is time to tell our school office and get your enrolment forms in. And do us a favour as well and tell everyone how amazing our wonderful school is, because we think it's pretty great and we'd love to keep adding more students through prep each and every year. So get those enrolment forms in so your family members or your friends can join you at Bethal Primary School.
This term, the 5-6ers have been learning about dystopian narratives. Here are some students showcasing their work.
Here are some extracts from 5-6 Days narrative Against Time. The story is set in a underwater world. We have been working on expanding our noun groups to provide a greater description of places, people, and things.
An abandoned city covered in green plants with numerous and continuous ticking from the clocks. Navy blue sea levels rise from beneath the base of the ocean. An acceptably intelligent, light-skinned, solitary man is unraveling clocks at his location. The clock hunter sees a fascinatingly huge coral, and the man had his eyes widened with amazement. He hears a talk clicking a few meters away. He attends to the door and breaks it, his eyes in disgust of whom he has found. A little girl with 2 yellow, small ponytails and a pink, decorated clock in her hand. He snatches the clock out of her precious hand and tries to leave. The man spotted a weird room with a strange-looking door, so he decided to check what's in there. Bam! He ran through the door, which broke into big pieces. In front of him, he found a girl with a toy clock. The poor lonely girl was stuck in there with nothing to do. Snatch! She aggressively grabbed the toy clock the girl had in her hands. He threw it back. Luckily, the little girl caught it and it was safe and sound. To the girl, the toy clock was so precious to her, She held it tightly like it was her beloved family. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The sound of over 100 clocks drowned the air with an endless tick and a tock. The annoying and irritating sound came from somewhere underwater the city that looked like it could crumble any time, but it wouldn't give up. The sound came from a building with a huge glass room that may have been a hotel. Swish, a sound from the deep navy blue water. A huge color of red and blue can be found as a few schools of fish swam peacefully and artistically without a care in the world. You could see them from a big glass window with a line of old-fashioned clocks on the window frame. Ding, 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 ding. The loudest and oldest clock chimed 11 times.
The little girl was skipping as she saw an ancient car that was floating smoothly. As she froze, her eyes lit up with joy because she had never seen a car before in her life. The car came closer, closer, and closer. The guy climbed up to see that the little girl was safe. His eyes opened in fear. His heart was racing. He knew she was in danger. The car came and cracked the glass like ice. It was seconds before cracking. He rushed to grab the little girl as he ran as fast as he could. The glass shattered into a million pieces. The water came racing after him. The water lifted them up from off their feet. He was on the edge of giving up. They got blown away by the gushing water. The little girl's and the guy's heart dropped. Was this the end?
The mystifying man walks in the ancient building in an underwater city. He walks the intimidating halls. He takes mysterious clocks, and only the mysterious clocks. In front of him appeared a jet black door. He was maintaining the urge not to go in the room, but he did anyway. It was so black he thought he was blind, until he was acknowledged by the presence of light that flooded through a crack in the wall. He admired the beauty in front of him.
For a second, it looked like nothing happened. It touched the window. There were cracks going all over the window. There were leaks coming outside from the window. There was no time to waste since the water was already leaking everywhere. The man decided to drop all the clocks that he had on his bag. He ran for his life trying to get the girl and put her into the bag. After the man was running for his life, after grabbing the unknown girl, the glass crashed and water was everywhere. The man's heart dropped running for his life. He thought both of their lives could end any second. A huge wave was chasing both of their lives.
He busted through the door with no hesitation and began searching in the darkness. He found many haunted, abandoned toys and walked to the corner. In the corner, the girl was gripping her small clock like her best friend. The clock hunter snatched the poor, helpless girl's special clock, and the man observed it for a little bit and found out it was useless to him. He threw it back to the girl aggressively.
This week, the Junior School Council has an update for everyone about our school waste management systems. In a moment, you're going to see 2 videos from the Junior School Council, one reminding us about all the things that we can put into our yellow recycle bins in our classrooms. The second is about a new bin that you're going to be receiving today, and they're going to tell you all about what can go in there and a special fundraising opportunity as well. Before we watch the videos, I want to give a shout out to Ahmed Al-Kabi and Miss Jenny for helping put together these new bins for us.
Hey, stop! We can put it in the recycle bin, but not the normal bins.
We have a recycling bin in each one of our classrooms for our students, and it is important to use because less resources are used and we can always reuse it for another course.
These are things that we could put in the recycle bin. That we can recycle is cardboard, paper, and 1 to 5 plastic. Other things we can put in the recycle bin is egg cartons, glass jars, and milk bottles.
Next week, all classrooms are getting a new bin for bottles, cans, and cartons.
Everyone we collect, we get 10 cents for our school. Some bottles and cans we can recycle.
Here are some things from the canteen that we can put in the bin.
Well, girls and boys, last week we had a Spotlight Award winner. That was Adam L. Char, if you remember. And I've got another one here. And this person has shown true kindness and compassion to a classmate who needed a friend. And it was a really tough time for that person. And this person showed values and put their arm around the student and showed him what a real friend is made of. So I'm so proud of this particular student who is our latest Spotlight Award winner, and it is Scarlett Sales. Well done, Scarlett. So proud of you. Our latest Spotlight Award winner.
I've got our reteach poster here for next week. Next week we are focusing on talking kindly and using our manners and helping and supporting each other. You're going to be speaking about that in your wellbeing lessons this week. It also ties in with Are You OK Day, which we are going to be speaking about next week as part of our wellbeing lessons. And you're going to see both of these posters up around the school, and I look forward to you all learning more about it next week. Hi everyone, I'm here to provide you with this week's House Points update. There's only a few weeks to go and it's very close between two of our houses. So this week in fourth place with 363 house points, we have Rosella. Only 1 point ahead on 364 house points, we have Lorikeet. Then in second place is Kingfisher on 414 house points. They've caught up to our leaders Thornbill this week, who are on 426 house points.
Well, that brings us to the end of another fantastic video assembly. Thank you to Miss Chen, who has taken over from Mr. Wilson while he's on some leave to put together our videos. Keep it up, Miss Chen. The highlight for me, I think, was this morning, seeing so many parents, and we had so many dads and some brothers and uncles and grandparents in the Burr building for Father's Day breakfast. It was fantastic. Love having families in. We always welcome them into Bethal Primary School. So that was a real highlight for me. Looking forward to next week. And remember, girls and boys, if you are in F2 on Compass right at the moment, you have your information about swimming this year. And it costs you absolutely nothing. The school is paying for that because we love to see as many people as possible swimming. So make sure you get involved in our program this year. But as I always say, girls and boys, have a fantastic weekend. Be lovely and kind to your family and friends. And I will see you all next week. But for now, that is me signing off.